We've let the candle run all the way down. There's still some wax left there. What should we do? Should we just dig it out? Yeah, we'll pull it out so we can work on it. If you saw my earlier videos, this outer stuff is a sort of a soft well, it's soft and it does melt if you heat it up, but it's a sort of a soft jelly, I suppose. You might be able to see around the inside here. You can see the lines of the wires with the LEDs on them. If I peel this off now, which I avoided doing before because I wanted to actually use it as a candle before we pulled it apart. So there we are. That will, if I want it to, melt. So we've got a string of LEDs, and then the little bit of wax that's left there. How are we going to get that out? We could break it out. This is all we want to get to, this little bit in here. LEDs are still coming on. That surprised me. I thought they'd have run down. Battery would have run down by now. Yeah, there's no wick left to speak of. Don't know if I can melt the wax from a distance. This stuff around the outside's melting. It's gone runny. I might just will poke it out, and I. That's the bit we're trying to get to. It doesn't want to come out. Ah, wait a minute. I'm thinking that's a separate piece there, but it's. I reckon that's the moulding here. I reckon the moulding's got an indentation, and the bit we want is down underneath anyway. in here. I thought it had been pushed down from the top. It looks like it goes up from underneath. The question that started this all off was whether you could replace the battery. Right, there's our unit. Yes, this is what I'm saying. This bit here, I thought that just sat in the bottom of this. As in, the bottom was flat, but the bottom isn't flat. It's got this indentation for that to sit in. If I'd have known that, we could have picked it out without burning all the wax. I have to go and wash my hands in a minute, because whatever this stuff is, it's melted and I've got it on my hands. Okay, so there we are. That's, I suppose if I dig the rest of that out, we can see it a bit easier. Right, now we can see the shape. I'll go and wash if it'll wash off. I'll wipe this off, whatever, one way or the other. Back in a minute. All right, just managed to stop myself in time. Washing it down the sink wouldn't have been a good idea, because if it's some sort of jelly that's going to solidify again, we'll just block up the drains. So I've wiped it off with tissues. But we can now see the shape of this bit. So that module there goes up under there. There's a hole for the wick to go through. So I thought that was put down into a flat bottom bit there and the wax poured on top. But nope, that's not how it works. That goes in there first. The wick would have come all the way up, and there was a bit of plastic tubing with it as well, plastic, like an antenna, only plastic, coming up with it, which may have been to help hold the wick still while they pour the wax in on top. And then here, this is what we call potted from the looks of it. Oh, it might be wax. Potted with wax. These are the wires that go to our LEDs. This might just be ordinary wax. Yeah, it feels like it is ordinary wax. I might be able to put that in boiling water or something to soften the wax. Then we can actually tip it out and have a look at the circuit board. Let's just see if it still lights up. Yeah, LEDs are still lighting up. Yeah, I'll put this in boiling water, see if we can soften the wax and get it out. Right, how can we do this so we can see it? Okay, put that there, boiling water. Don't put your fingers in there, Grandad, when it's boiling water. I wonder if that'll lift now. Oh, that's soft. Come over here. Nearly comes out. There. Come on, you want to come out. Okay, zoom in a bit, because this is what we've been waiting for. So, 2 CR2032 batteries in the base. It's actually quite hot at the moment, obviously, because I've just boiled it. We've got a bit of foam or something there, and then underneath that will be the circuit board that we want to look at. I'll just go and run cold water on that so I can get hold of it. Right, we're nearly there. As soon as I put cold water on it, the wax has gone solid again. Yeah, it's stuck together again. There we go. Right, that's our 2 CR2032 batteries. So they're 3 volts each, aren't they? I think, yeah, 3 volts. So it's running on 6 volts. And if we can get this bit of sticky foam out the way, we'll be able to see if there's any circuitry in there. Haha, yeah. A white blob. That's as far as we're going to go. A white blob. That there is to connect to one side of the battery. Obviously that frame is the other side of the battery. In there, I am guessing, could that be the... light dependent resistor. Oh, right. Coming down here, we've got this. It just looks like a bit of the wax, but actually that's the light channel thing, I think. I don't know, I can't see anything on the other end of it. Can we get the wax off? Or no, that's the wick. So the other bit is the light. Oh, I don't know if we were in focus or not because I wasn't looking at the camera. So white blob, which will have the circuit inside it, whatever the circuit is. And a couple of surface mount resistors from the looks of it. Which the LEDs go onto one side there and directly onto the battery there. This would need somebody like BigClive.com to actually reverse engineer it. KX118. That's labelled B1 there, or B minus. RL, GL. What shall I do with me lighter? Away with it. Back in a minute. Right, put the batteries back in it. So the LEDs come on, so it would appear to be a sensor in there. Okay, it would appear to be a little bit that I got my fingers over. Can we see that? I don't know if we can see that. Well, that looks like the top of an LED. Well, Could be a light dependent resistor, but cut right down in size. Oh, I don't need to do anything because there's enough sunlight in here to trigger the LEDs anyway. Cover it over, they should go out. Yeah, is that. Again, I don't know if we're in focus because I can't see the camera. But that appears to be what's doing the triggering. I cover it. Let's just hold one of the LEDs where we can see it. Right, it's gone out. If I uncover that, LEDs come on. So that's our trigger or sensor. That. And it's got two legs going down from it. One leg is actually going directly to the battery, and the other leg is going off to there. That's all out of focus. There we go. Well, this video is going to be much too long. I'm going to have to split it into a couple, I think. All of that just to see a white blob. And, yeah, the sensor. So, in summary, that was in there. That was up in there. The sensor and the wick came up through the hole there, up through the wax, and you set fire to it at the top. So to replace the batteries, you didn't need to get in here at all, although you wouldn't have been able to move that out if the wax was up the middle still holding the wick and that in place. So yeah, you would have had to completely empty it to get that out, to replace those batteries. Yeah. And that's the sensor. And because it's a sunny day, the sensor does react to sunlight the same as it does to a flame. So they switch on. And at the moment, I can't think of anything useful to do with this gel that does melt when you get it hot. But it's squidgy, jelly stuff, so you couldn't really mold anything useful from it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.